So what do you think that what would be the steps to take to overcome the challenges of use of education technology in Kenya?
Okay, thank you so much. That one is more or less like in reference to what I said earlier about what make the use of technology difficult, where I mentioned the aspect of the lack of those facilities or lack of internet in a given place or lack of technical know-how on how to use them for lack of training. So those are some of the challenges that I can mention. Now, how to overcome those challenges? The first thing to overcome the challenge is, first of all, appreciate that technology is very key in the educational sector. Once we appreciate that, then we move a step ahead to ask ourselves now, what can be done to ensure that we are using the technology? So in order to overcome that, as I said earlier, one of the ways of overcoming that is by ensuring that there is proper training for both the lecturers and the learners. That would help by ensuring that they have the capacity to use those devices, because if they don't have the capacity, they don't have the skill, they don't have the knowledge, then even if the facilities are availed, they'll just remain unutilized. The other step is to ensure that those facilities are availed in all the universities and also at a cheaper cost. The other way of overcoming the challenge is, for example, the government coming in to ensure that they provide with the internet. I remember when the COVID came and the schools were closed, the government tried to bring what we were referring to as the Google balloons. But if you find even in the very remote areas of Kenya, where they were saying those Google balloons were there, you would still go there and find that you are not able to connect. So what I want to say is that the government should come up with the policies that would ensure that, for example, the technological devices are cheap. And that can be done by lowering the tax of those facilities, or government giving some subsidies about those facilities by paying extra amount of money, just like the way the other day they started paying extra for the fuel. Otherwise, it would be trading at 173, but the government takes care of some amount, and that's why they are selling it at around 144. The other one would ensure that the universities come up with a program like the one that we have at JKUAT, Jomo Kenyatta University, where once the learners join the university, they are provided with laptops, and then they pay for it in terms of the fees, but in a very gradual manner. So you find almost every semester you are paying like 5,000 per semester. So eventually, by the time you are through with your course, at least you have already acquired your own laptop at a cheaper price, because not many parents, the poverty level in Kenya is around 40%. So what that means, not many parents can afford to buy those laptops for their learners. So it is easier for the learners to acquire them, especially if there's a loan system that can help them facilitate. The other step is to ensure that there is content development and more training on that. For example, like what you are doing in the MOOC, where we have experts in that area of, for example, curriculum. We have experts in the area of IT, so that they bring the ideas together, they bring the content of the competency-based. The IT people bring the content or the skills about the IT. The two of them are infused, and in that case, now they can come up with the content like the one which is in the MOOC. That is a massive online open course, where now even the learners, or at their own free time, you see, that one makes education a little bit flexible. You don't have to be in class at a specified time, considering that some of the students are working. So for them to balance working and study, we can have more of those kind of programs, which some of them don't rely much on a network. You can download the app and then start working on it. Or the MOOC way, where you have the learner can be able to interact with the platform, where you have questions, you have videos, Then you have assignment, and they do it at their own free time. So those are some of the things that can be done to ensure that we overcome the challenge of the use of technologies in education at a higher education. I think those are the many ones. There could be others, but those are the ones that I consider as the most kind of the things that can be done in order to overcome the challenges. So in a summary, I can say that ensuring that the facilities are available at a cheaper rate, ensuring that internet is available, ensuring that there's proper training, and also the last one, content creation, where people are trained on how to create content, which is also timely. Otherwise, if the content is too much, that can be boring to the student. Therefore, people must have the pedagogical skills to know what kind of content can be consumed by learners at this particular time, so that there is maximum utilization of the content and the learners can be able to understand what is in that content. So I think those are the factors that I was consider as key in terms of overcoming the challenges. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.